Okay, guys, I am doing it. Finally, I am doing it. I am about to watch the 100. I'm going to start at episode 4 because BELLARKE. Sorry, it's just going to happen that way. That's the one I'm going to start with first and give that rant/review, because I know some of you have been missing that and really want me to do it again, and I love doing them. It's just, this show was gone for so long that it's like Riverdale replaced it in a way, in such a big way, because I'm so enamored with Riverdale and like just being a detective with that show that it's like all I think about, and that's like everything I want to talk about. But I love the 100 so much. Like, I do. Like, this happened last year because it was gone for so long. It's like the first 4 episodes I didn't watch, and then finally I watched them and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I love this show. I can't believe I waited this long. But it's just like, it's hard sometimes when a show's gone for so long and then another show like takes over your life, and then this show comes back and you're like, well, I want to watch it, but Riverdale? You know, like, I don't know. I'm just that type of person. But anyways, I'm about to watch episode 4 because thank God finally the CW's on demand. Like, shit, it's about fucking time, because if any of you remember this or knew about this, the CW used to never be on demand, which sucked. And last night I had passed out before I had the chance to record the episode, so I was like, oh my god. And I don't want to watch it on the computer, I want to watch it on my TV, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to watch episode 4 and give you my Ranview, and hopefully I will be back with the 100 Ranviews, especially since Riverdale, the finale is tomorrow. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't want it to end. I, like, just want to keep watching it. Like, no. No. But anyways, so the finale's tomorrow, so I'm really sad about that. But anyways, so yeah, just saying the finale tomorrow, and it's just gonna be hard. But at least with Riverdale being over, I will, of course, be into the 100%, into the 100%. So I will be back to making my Ranviews. And thank you for actually, like, wanting to still see them, even though, like, the show's been gone for, like, a year, it feels like 84 years. It's been 84 years. No. But thank you for actually still wanting to see them. And I do love making them, and I love the 100 and BELLARKE. Like, so, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I just wanted to, like, hit you up and let you know before I start the video. This is before I watch the episode 2, you know? So, this is me before I make myself a little more presentable when I film my Ranview. So, you're getting the monster under my mask I put on, I guess you could say. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, alright, I'm gonna go watch the episode, and then I'm gonna make my Ranview, and you guys are gonna see it, and hey, BELLARKE! Alright. Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Alien here on YouTube. Happy... what day is it? I figured it's finally a day where I'm finally filming on a Wednesday, so I can actually wear this shirt, and it makes sense, because it's a Wednesday, hump day, you know? Okay. As you can tell from this title, I am back with my 100 Ranviews! Oh my god! Okay. Now, if you saw the beginning of this before I watched the episode, me explaining why, you know, I haven't really touched on... I gotta turn this fucking fan on. It is hot. I'm not in line. I explained, like, why I haven't been watching the 100 and how I got, like, obsessed with Riverdale. Still am. Like, it's not like it's old news. It's still new news. But that's ending tomorrow, so the 100's gonna have to be my backup. It's not really a backup, because I love the 100 equally to Riverdale. It's just been gone for so long, so... But anyways, so I watched episode 4, and I'm gonna watch the other episodes, but I watched episode 4 first because I wanted to start that episode. No, like, I hate to say it, but BELLARKE, like, I'm sorry, but, like, even 503, like, I deadass watched the BELLARKE scenes, even though it was that little scene at the end where he's like, she is special and stuff to him, and I'm just like, oh god, or important, you know, and I'm just like, oh my god, on my feels, I'm in a puddle, like, the best thing, though, I will say about last episode, besides Clark and, Bellamy seeing each other for the first time, and him saying she is very important to him, them looking at each other, Echo, you don't stand a chance. I'm sorry, girlfriend. Nothing's gonna change on the ground, Echo. Yeah, right. Even Jason himself tweeted about this episode, everything will change. Now, yes, there is a war now that is started, of course. I mean, this is the 100. I mean, let's not give them a break. Well, hell, they got a break for 6 years, so whatever. Which, not in the bunker. Fuck. I don't want to live in that bunker with fucking Bloodlina or whatever the fuck. Like, oh, shit. Octavia has... woo, like, kind of lost it. No. But I want to say this real quick. I did really love that Maddie, like last episode, automatically knew that was Bellamy based off the drawings that Clark did. Mind you, before the drawings, I mean, he didn't have facial hair and all that stuff, so she still knew him with, like, all the facial hair and the longer hair, and I'm just like, oh my god! And it's like she trusts him already because she's heard so many good things about him from Clark, and she's seen the drawings. Like, oh my god, could you imagine if Bellamy sees the drawings that Clark drew of him? I would panic. This is our season, guys. I really think this is our year. Like, this has to be our year. Like, we have to get a kiss this year. Come on. Like, I don't know what other step you could take. Like, I guess the next step is I love you to each other, but, like, why don't you have them kiss and say before they say that, or why don't you have them say it and then kiss? Could you imagine? Like, every year I'm like, this is BELLARKE's year. Like, since I think like season 4, season 3, I've been like, it's BELLARKE's year, and it's like, it is, but it isn't. It's like, I want that. Like, I understand like the concept of, you know, if they get together, people might get bored, but I don't really think that's the case because they're already together so much. Like, yeah, they get separated, which pisses people off. So that right there shows you that no matter if they're together romantically or not, they're still wanting them together. So I think with Bellamy and Clark, if you put them romantically, I don't think it's going to affect anything at all. If anything, it's just going to make the viewers happy. You're not going to lose people. They're not going to be like, oh, this is boring now. It's not like they're going to be all coupley. They're just going to be a couple who are also leaders together. And I think that's a great thing. And I definitely think, because I know a lot of shows where people get together and then people are like, all right, well, I've seen them get together finally, so this is kind of boring now. But Bellamy and Clark aren't that type of couple, you know? They're not that type that would get together and you would automatically get bored with them, because they would be doing the exact same things they're doing now, except maybe they wouldn't be as separated as they are now and previously, because we hate that. At least I do, and I know a lot of people do when they're separated. I mean, like, But, I mean, makes for a hell of a reunion. Thank you, Jason, even though, I don't know, he's, like, I don't know what he is. Like, I don't know how he feels about BELLARKE. Like, I hear him talking about BELLARKE good in an interview, and then I hear him talking about BELLARKE and playing it down, and I'm like, okay, dude, I don't know what you're trying to do, like, what you're saying, but I'm just going with the good stuff you said. Like, I mean, he hasn't did anything lately, like, in the previous years where it's always been drama with Jason, because he's always done something, you know. But anyways, on to my review, because like I was saying, I'm sorry, but I just get stuck on, well, I guess I still have more to talk about BELLARKE. Like, I am just, like, when Bellamy ran to Clark and she didn't even believe that he was really there, like, she had to hug him to, like, actually feel him, and she's like, you're here, and God, Bob Morley and Eliza, oh my God, I bow down to them. They deliver the most perfect, emotional, no need to say words, because we totally see what you're trying to say with your eyes and everything and your faces. Like, they kill it. Like, they bring Bellamy and Clark individually as characters to these awesome places. They play these characters perfectly to a T. You believe it. They're, you know, it's like they embody these characters, and even as Bellamy and Clark together, they embody that relationship, that friendship, you know, that trust. And I mean, Bellamy finding out Clark was alive, like, he was shocked, relieved. Like, I mean, the look on his face, like, God, how Bob portrays it is just so emotional. It's like you're watching it and you're just like, oh my God. Like, and Harper and Monty look right at him. Like, Harper especially, she looks right at Bellamy because, I mean, he did just find out Clark's alive, who he's been talking about up in space, saying she would have died for nothing, blah, and he's been thinking she's dead, and he's been looking down while she's looking up, and it's like, dude, if that doesn't say soulmates, I don't know what does. Like, honestly, I think by now everyone believes that eventually BELLARKE is going to get together. They are endgame. I mean, I do believe that. I think we all do, but I don't know when it's going to happen. Like, a lot of us are hoping it happens soon, you know? Like, I would like it to happen this season. It is the 5th season, so, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad season to start something up, because we don't know how long this is going to go on for, and I don't want to only get, like, one season of them as a couple, you know? I'd kind of like to get a little more than that. So I feel like this would be a good season. Plus, I mean, he's with Echo, and like even the parallel, like, you know, he says up there, he's like telling Echo nothing's gonna change on the ground, and then he goes to the ground and find out Clark's alive, so everything changed. And like I said, Jason tweeted, you know, oh, because after that, after last night's episode, episode 4, he's like, he tweeted like, everything's gonna change after tonight and stuff. And you know, I mean, like I said, oh, the war, everything's gonna change, of course, you know, they're going to war. But also, everything's gonna change. Meanwhile, Bellamy said to Echo, nothing's gonna change, and now everything's gonna change. I don't know, I just like that that was like said, because realistically, everything's gonna change. Not just Bellarke wise, but everything. Like, okay, Octavia. Okay, like, honestly, I'm so, like, I would not want to be in that bunker. Like, no, no, no. Let me, like, be like Clark and just try and survive on my own, which probably would not be a good idea, but we'll try it anyways. I'll find Maddie eventually, and maybe she'll help me or something. I don't know. But, no. So the bunker, like, okay. Like, okay, Kane. You do not touch my Kane. It's so weird, though. Season 1, Kane was such a fucking douchebag, and I hated him, except for when he had that emotional scene with his mom, then I was like, oh, like, I feel for you, babe. But, like, at the same time, I still kind of hated him, because he still kind of was a douche. But now I love him so much. I've grown to love him so much over the seasons. Thank God, too, because I love Henry. Like, Lost, if you know him from Lost. I love that movie. I think he played Desmond. Yeah, I think it was Desmond or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, so, Kane. Like, okay, so, I mean, Abby, of course, stole the medication. I mean, Octavia clearly knows that, as she made that remark to Abby when she was going with that crew, Diozo, whatever her last name, you know, the crazy fucking has a slash right here girl, you know. And she's like, of course you would, traitor. And it's like, well, yeah, she knew. Like, of course she knew. But she wanted Kane to admit it. She can't just say she knows, and, like, she wants Kane to admit it so then Abby can be punished. And it's like, he's not going to. But it's like, at the same time, I don't want him to die. Like, honestly, I'd rather Abby die. No offense. But, yeah. But at the same time, I want Abby and Kane together, so no, please no. Because they're kind of like an adult version of Bellarke in a way. Not, like, exactly, but, like, they kind of resemble, like, some of their scenes are kind of like Bellamy and Clark, but, like, more Bellamy, like, you have Kane and Abby scenes, and they're, like, their adult conversation, then you have Bellamy and Clark, and they're kind of, like, snappy at each other. I don't know. It's just, it's good to see the connection, the parallel sometimes. It's because it's just so cool because they're both together. Well, not Bellamy and Clark, but eventually, please let season 5 be our year. I think it is. Okay. So yeah, Octavia. I mean, I understand in this bunker, a lot of shit's gonna go down. You're stuck in a bunker for 6 years with people from all different kinds of clans. I mean, who basically almost everyone hates each other except for the ones who are in the same clan or who know each other, you know, but basically everyone's kind of at each other's throat, especially 6 years in this fucking bunker, like in the ground. You have no fresh air, nowhere to go. Like, I would go insane, and especially with all the people still, I would go insane, like, oh my god. But, like, so I understand, like, what Octavia had to do, what she had to do. Like, I understand punishing those who betrayed the clan, you know, like Kane did. You know, I understand punishing those. Like, I do understand, like, the arena thing, you know. I mean, she has really changed, and it kind of sucks because, like, I have a love-hate relationship with Octavia. It's like one season I'll hate her, and then another I'll like her, and then it's back to, not hate her, dislike her, but, you know, it's a love-hate, love-dislike, you know, kind of thing. And I just, like, she's changed so much, and it sucks that she's lost her humanity. Like, I think that's something you should keep even in this kind of time. Like, I mean, I don't know, you shouldn't become heartless, and in a way, that's what she's become, is heartless. She really doesn't have a tether to anyone except, of course, Bellamy. But even then, it's like, oh, I trusted you. And it's like, bitch, you trusted him for like 2 minutes. Calm down. It's not even his fault. Like, I hate that. Bellamy's always the one, or Clark, getting shitted on, like, oh, I trusted you, and look what you did. And it's like, hey, what were you doing? Nothing. You were in a fucking bunker just letting people kill each other because they betrayed you, and fucking you were just about to kill Kane. Thank God they came through when they did. Like, thank God for Indra. Oh my God, I love her. Like, thank you. I love her so much. I love her. Love her. With all my heart. I love her. Because she cares about Kane. They're friends, which I love. I love their friendship. And I was hoping, she would do something to help. And she was, the whole time trying to do something. And she was also going to help him get away. But then, of course, the group, the prisoners, which... Holy shit. When the prisoners were waking up and they were looking at Raven and Murphy, I was like, oh, this is a thriller killer movie where they're just about, those are some, creepy, I feel like I just got locked in a fucking prison with a bunch of huge-ass dudes who murdered people, and who want to murder me now, because, woo, backing up. I would have, ran out of there and closed that fucking door, do something. Or, fucking kill them. No offense, but kind of need to now at this point, because... Well, no, you need the leverage because you gotta get Abby back. And I mean, really, Abby's not much help, I would say, especially with her problem with the pills and all that, because what happened in last season. So, and I'm not saying she's bad or anything, I'm just saying, she's not going to be at her top game, especially if she runs out of pills, which I'm not saying she will. I don't know how many she takes and how fast. But, yeah, I have to say, though, first off, I love Raven and Murphy. How Bellamy said he would pull the lever with Clark so they would both, kill everyone at Mount Weather was emotional. And then having Murphy say he'll pull the lever to kill all these people for Raven because he knows she can't do it. My boy. I love Murphy and Raven. I think low-key he likes her. I think he stood up there not just because she's the one always sacrificing herself, but also I think because he cares about her and doesn't want to leave her alone. I think that also too, because come on. Even though Raven's a bitch to him sometimes, she does say sorry, but even though she's a bitch, I mean, they still are friends. Regardless of what has happened, they're friends at this point. And I mean, I like their back and forth. And honestly, if the writers don't have them get together at one point, I'm going to be so disappointed. Because, I really want it to happen. I think a lot of us do. And I mean, their chemistry is just so good. And I love Richard Harmon. Murphy, I love my Murphy. I love my... when the oxygen thing was going out, I was like, whoa. No. And then he couldn't pull the lever because he's we need to survive and also not kill these not innocent people, but kill these people, and it's God, it shows you how much Murphy has grown. He's grown so much since season 1, Murphy, who? And God, I love Murphy. I just love the Murphy and Raven scenes. And when they were playing soccer, But what I wanted to say is that guy at the control, the lieutenant, the one who's trying to hack his way in, and then Raven's hacking back at him, they're going back and forth, the one that the girl's oh, your friend Raven. I think, first off, he does not like any part of these plans that they have going on. I don't think he's loyal to her or any of these people. I don't think he wants to kill people. I don't think he wants to do any of this shit. And it's I kind of think when she told him to, send out the missiles to kill everyone, basically, and it was not letting him, and they were oh, what, did your friend Raven do something? He's probably, or whatever, yeah. And I kind of feel he was purposely doing that so that he wouldn't kill all those people because he didn't want to. I think he's a good guy deep down, honestly. I kind of do. Maybe he did something in the first 3 episodes that wasn't good, but I kind of feel he's a good guy. I feel he's not for killing and going to war and all this shit that they're doing. And he likes Raven because she's just like him and he respects that. And that's why he also said live girl or live Raven, basically saying she's still alive because the girl had him close the bay doors because they Murphy and Raven let all the prisoners out, so if they didn't close the bay doors, then their prisoners would, or crew would also be killed. So of course they closed it, and he was like, live Raven. And I was like, oh, I think he cares. He does care. I think he does. I don't think he likes all this shit, especially killing all these people. Like, and that one guy, like, oh, and then that, whoa, okay. That other dude who's like, always like saying to the girl, Dioza, I don't know how you say her last name. Like, I heard it, but I honestly can't get it in my mind. So like, who I'm talking about. The evil chick on the the evil chick who runs the prison crew, basically, who has the huge ass cut, which is interesting. Like, that's crazy. And oh my god, she was in the Navy and then became a terrorist. Hello, terrifying. Like, we see that she's the bad one. Like, she wasn't bad. She's not bad because of everything that happened now. She's bad for a long time. Like, for a long, long time. Because she had no problem bombing, assassination, like terrorist attack. Like, whoa, dude. You went from protecting your country to killing people and you're destroying your country. Like, well, okay, you're not a good person. I see that. Yes, got that. Also, can we, like, just praise again that another person referred to, like, everyone always, like, points out, like, if Bellamy and Clark are boyfriend and girlfriend, or, like, that they care so much about each other. And I love how the girl was like, we'll take out the hostage taker and his girlfriend, and, that means Bellamy and Clark. And I was like, oh my god, because everyone thinks it. Like, it's so funny, though, because he's with Echo, but you would never think it. I mean, yeah, we haven't seen it with Echo for a minute, and she hasn't. But I mean, if, like, let's just say the fucking evil chick running the prison crew did see Bellamy with Echo, like, coupley, like, like a couple, and then there was Clark over wherever, she would probably be, like, surprised, like, I never would have thought they were dating. I thought they were dating, like, or maybe she'd make, like, a sly comment, which I'm down for, but at the same time, like, she's trying to go kill Raven and get her people back, so I'm not down for that. They need to, like, kill the people, dude. I think, like, or something. I don't know. They need to figure something out. Like, we're always going to war. Like, war. Oh, what I want to say about the Octavia thing is, like, I understand how things could get to where they were before, they got out into the fresh air and into the sun, I can understand in that bunker how it got to that point in those 6 years. But at the same time, I mean, Kane, like, she has no, I mean, I know she loves Bellamy, but I feel like she, like, has no emotions, like, no heart, to be kind of honest. Like, I feel like those 6 years have hardened her even more, like, than before. I mean, she doesn't show really any emotion. She doesn't feel anything for these people that she used to care about or should care about. I mean, she knows Kane's innocent and doing this for Abby, and still she's just gonna kill him. And, like, Kane doesn't want to fight anymore. It's like, Kane, fight, dude. Like, come on. Which I was thankful that one dude didn't, like, just kill him, because some dudes probably would have just killed him and said, hey, if he didn't want to fight, that's not my problem. But this dude at least was like, hey, come on, fight me, but still cut him. And I was like, nuh-uh. But, yeah, Octavia with the Kane thing, I was like, I don't understand that. Like, I understand you can't treat him any differently, because then you'll be looked at differently. But at the same time, I feel like, I mean, you're going to have him fight again just because he looked weak in front of the crowd and they were booing. Like, who gives a shit? He still won the thing. Like, why does it matter what the crowd thinks so much? Like, he still won. End of story. But instead, he has to fight again. And it's just like, it's like Octavia, like, I don't like her, to be honest. I know a lot of people like her, and this is probably a huge unpopular opinion, but I don't really like Octavia. She's always such like, everything's everyone else's fault, and just the way she's become is really, like, just so, like, dark. Like, I understand why she became that way, but it doesn't make it okay. That's what I'm saying, it doesn't make me want to like her because I understand why she's like this. It just makes me understand her while not liking her for it, like, I don't know. It's just like, like what she said to Bellamy, like, oh, I trusted you. It's like, dude, it's been like 2 minutes that you've trusted him, and it's like, how many times has Bellamy and Clark or Bellamy saved everyone or saved you guys? Like, come on, like, it's not always you. And it's like, what better idea is there? Like, what, we're all just gonna shoot people? Like, oh yeah, so everyone can die. I mean, look at the guns they had compared to the guns you guys had, and the knives. Like, come on. It's like, and also Abby coming out, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, did you really need, like, I understand why, because, I mean, she didn't want anybody to die, but at the same time, what the fuck, Abby? Like, you couldn't run with Kane, but at least she made it where Kane had to come with her, thank the Lord. And I mean, of course, the girl said something being like, oh, you can tell your Clark's mother or whatever, basically, because Clark's the same way with Bellamy. It's like, oh my God. Like, parallels. Like, I just love that shit. Like, oh my God. Like, the 100 man. But, yeah, so, yeah, Abby went with them. It's like, fuck. Yeah. I mean, that was a nice reunion between Clark and her mother. Like, oh God, I would be in tears if that was me and my mom after 6 years. I'm like, my mommy, like, I'd be ugly crying, like Kim ugly crying on, her ugly cry. Yeah, not making, like, not being mean about her, but I'm just saying that's, a meme. Like, but, and then of course the Bellamy Octavia thing. I just really loved Indra helping Kane. Like, that was the cherry on top of this fucking, on top of this episode. Like, I just love it so much. Oh, I just love it. I'm not saying I love them romantically. It's just I love their friendship. And this episode showed really how much she cares about Kane to the point where she'll help him escape so he can live. Like, oh, that's something, because, people don't do that a lot anymore, especially nowadays, and now especially even more. It was crazy. Like, dude, that guy, like, who got shot in the head by the other dude, like, I don't know their names, like, the prisoners or whatever, the minors, well, the one dude who's, like, second-guessing the main girl, and then the other dude who, with the long hair, who tries to shoot Octavia, but then the other person jumps in front, because him and Octavia were, like, death stare, and Octavia was, like, kind of smiling, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's what she was basically saying with her face, and he knew it, so, of course, he wanted to be like, fuck you. And that person jumped in front and stuff. And, so that guy shot him in the head. Mind you, earlier, that guy came up to him and was like, hey, a lot more of us would follow you than her, so give us the word. And it's, like, crazy that he shot him. Like, he just shot him. Like, it wasn't even like it was happening. Like, you didn't know it was going to happen. He just, next thing you know, and then he's like, oh, now we only have 283. Like, okay? Like, okay. Like, I mean, that was surprising. That just appeared out of nowhere. It was just very interesting. And also, I was very thankful that he couldn't shoot the lieutenant because he's the only one who can fly the ship. So, because I like him. Maybe I shouldn't because I didn't watch the first 3 episodes, but I still like him because I feel like he's a good guy. He's not such a bad guy. I mean, I'm sure he's not the best guy, but he's not a bad guy. So I like him. And so I was glad they couldn't shoot him because really, if you did, you have no way to get the fuck up in the air. Like, you'd be stuck. So thank the Lord for that. So I guess he had to take out his anger on someone or whatever, but also that guy was an idiot and had to, of course, start this war, which you guys are starting a war anyways. You took their only doctor, not to mention Clark's mother, so of course she's going to be involved. So there's going to be a war no matter what. Oh my God, things are getting so crazy. Like, they have really, like, crazy awesome machinery that can, like, obliterate you. So, like, that's terrifying. So, like, I'm nervous for us. Like, like, next episode looks so good. Something, like, gets inside them, and it kind of makes me think of, like, the scene in The Mummy when that beetle thing gets in the guy's skin, and it's, like, crawling, and it, like, goes up. That was horrible scene, and you have, he's trying to, like, cut it out. Well, I think that was another something I seen, but he had it, and you have to, like, kind of cut it, but by that time it was going up. Oh my God, it was so bad. But anyways, like, something's in their stomach. Oh, it reminds me of Alien. That's it too. Alien, when the thing comes out of their stomach's, like, moving. Like, ugh. Oh my God, this is awesome though. Thank you 100 for taking it to this level, whatever level this is. Alien, like, not aliens, but alien kind of vibes, basically. Like, something's just like, oh, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, back away. Like, I want to see what comes out. Like, it's like a huge worm or something. Like, oh, ooh, it's gonna be so gross. Whatever comes out is gonna freak me the F out, but I'm excited because this is awesome. Like, this is a new storyline that we need because this is an awesome little storyline. Like, now things are getting inside people, and, like, how are they getting in them? And, like, the sand, and, like, I just want to see what it is, and it's just so creepy because, like, Alien thing, it reminds me of Alien when that thing's coming out of his stomach, and I'm just like, oh my God, or The Thing. Like, I don't know. Just reminds me of a lot of things. So I'm super excited for that next episode. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are separated. Like Octavia and her group is wherever, and then, you know, you got some who are in the desert, like Bellamy Clark. Because it didn't look like they were all together. There wasn't that many people, so I'm guessing Octavia and her clan aren't with Bellamy and Clark. I don't know. I mean, of course, like Octavia said, I trusted you. Like, damn, he does his best. I hate that. Like, Clark and Bellamy do their best, and yet they get shitted on no matter how hard they try and no matter how good they do. They still get shitted on about the littlest things. And it's like, you know what? Then you do something. You think of something. You get the leverage. You make the deal. You risk everything. Like, come on. That's a lot of weight on their shoulders. Like, give them a break. But yeah, and can I also say I am loving the scruffy Bellamy. Like, hello. Hello. Like, yeah. So I am loving Scarf Bellamy. So I think that's about it. Like, that's really all I have to say about this 100 Ranview. Sorry this was so long, but it's like, so good. Like, Bellamy and Clark are back together finally, and Murphy and Raven are, like, up in space together, like, just them two, and it's like, yes, suck it, Amori. I mean, oh, sorry, Amori. Not. I just love Murphy and Raven. I feel like I don't know. I hope they go down that route eventually, because I feel like that's, like, natural. Like, I feel like that's kind of just obvious, like, that they would go down that route eventually. Because him and Amori, like, I don't even like Amori. Like, bleh. Echo really either. Like, I really don't give a shit about Echo. Sorry, but I don't. It's not because she's with Bellamy. I just don't really give a shit about Echo, period. You know, I just don't. But anyways, yeah, so Murphy and Raven, but then, oh my god, their lives are at risk. Like, I don't know what, like, they're gonna have to, like, lock themselves somewhere or something. Like, why didn't they get out of that room and, like, lock the door? Maybe I'm sure they can open it from the inside, but, like, do something to get away from these prisoners who are huge and are looking at you like they want to fucking murder you and cut you up in pieces and eat you. Like, terrifying, dude. So, like, run. Like, open that hatch and get them out. Because I mean, yeah, you need them for leverage, but at the same time, do you? Because now they're coming up there, and it's like, I don't know. It's like, on one hand, it's like, I want them to just, like, pull the plug and get them. Well, they can't now because now the room's infested with them. Shit. Damn. Well, yep, this like he said, Murphy, survival instinct. Like, wow, hell of a way to survive. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review of episode 4 of the 100. I'm sorry that it took me this long to start doing them again, but I am gonna be doing them again. I am back, so yes, I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you want to see more, and yeah, I will talk to you guys again soon.